Next call. Dusty, what do you have?
Okay, we're going to go to Belinda from Florida, Cape Coral, Florida.
Belinda,
Hello. Hi,
what's your
Chris.
question?
Hi. My question is, what is your plan to put a stop to the influx of migrants coming through the border?
I'm going to close the border, and I'm going to close the border, secure the border. I've been to the border. I've met with the Border Patrol. I met with the leaders of the patrol. I met with local law enforcement. I met with all the local leadership, elected leaders, with farmers, with hospital workers, with social workers along the border. And the bad news is we've let 7 million people into this country over the past 3 years since the Biden administration opened the border. Illegally, the Mexican drug cartels are now running immigration policy in this country. No American wants that. During that same 3-year period, only 3.1 million people came in legally. So the drug cartels are putting double the number of people in this country. And legal immigration, we need to change that, and we can change it very quickly. That is the good news. There's a number of things that we need to do, including we need to hire immediately a lot of asylum. I watched 300 people come across the border between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m. The first 110 were young men from West Africa. I interviewed the second 100. They come by in buses of 55 people apiece that are owned by the Sinaloa cartel. They're brought up to the border. They pay the cartel $10,000 to $15,000 apiece. They cross the border. The Border Patrol, 9 of the officers of the Border Patrol have committed suicide in the last couple of years because they're so demoralized by what they're being required to do. They take the migrants to the Yuma airport. They put them on an airplane. They give them an asylum court date 7 years in the future, because we do not have the asylum court judges to adjudicate those on the border, and that's what we need. And they put them on a plane to any destination in the country, and FEMA reimburses them for the tickets if they can't afford it. So it's not a good thing. It's not humanitarian. I talked to the people. They're brutalized, extorted, exploited by the cartels, and it is a catastrophe for cities like New York, which are now drowning. We've cut police by 5%, firefighters by 5%, healthcare by 5% to pay for the migrants. It is not a good, we're crushing the social service system in this country, and we need to shut it down.
All right, we're going to take a break. Give me a quick yes, no. Do you believe the cartels should be designated terrorist organizations, or do you believe it's too hard legally?
No, I don't think that we ought to be starting another war in Mexico. I think what we need to do is to improve our relationships with the Mexican government, have a partnership, and bring the Mexican government into the enterprise of helping them cope with their own problems, but doing that, but recognizing their own terms and their own political problems. And the border problem we could solve. And there's a lot of other ways that
without designating them a terrorist organization.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.